Armie Hammer, you're going to Kruse Court. Woo! So Armie Hammer's back in the news, everybody. Armie Hammer, Lone Ranger himself, Social Network. We know he disappeared for a long time because of all the allegations of saying he wanted to eat his girlfriends, potential cannibalism that he was, gone after. Hollywood kind of took him out of everything. They had that whole, they started taking him out of movies. He's losing jobs left and right. He's been gone forever. Well, now he's been doing an interview recently saying he's coming back, everybody. He's coming back, and he's trying to rebuild his career 3 years after these abuse allegations came forward. And right now, on the Painful Lessons podcast, he sat down and he said that he is nowhere now for his career. He's nowhere, and it was an ego death, a career death of him being accused of all these allegations. He said he wasn't actually eating people. It was just like, it's a sexual thing that he felt about this. Like he'd almost eat up his girlfriends. But now he said that this neutron bomb went off in his life. He gets no jobs at all. He's nowhere in Hollywood. He knows he's done. He's not welcome in the sandbox. He wants to be in that sandbox, he said, but they will not bring him back to that sandbox. So him and his buddy right now are reading a project, putting it together. The script's almost done. They're going to self-produce it, put it out there, and hopefully it gets him back into Hollywood. So my question right now is this. So if him and his buddy can go out there, everybody does this. You can do this. Of course, he probably has some money saved up. He can probably make something happen. But can he come back? In the court of Kruse, what do we say? Does Armie Hammer still have a career? Or is he done because of his sexual exploitations? And honestly, I feel like that is not something that could kill your career, but it could. It really could. Kevin Spacey's coming back. But what do we think? I'm putting you on the stand, Kay Jacob. Do you think Armie Hammer is done? Or this deal is going to bring him back into stardom?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's fair to kink shame anyone. I love to eat my girlfriend, so I don't see what the problem is here. Secondly, what has he done that's really good? And in the defense of my girlfriend, she would say he's definitely not worth defending if you watch The Lone Ranger.
Shots fired.
Who's this guy, by the way? Other than The Lone Ranger, what has he done? The Facebook movie, and that's like it.
Yeah,
so what career is he talking about? He comes from a family of wealth. I know that much. So yeah, I don't think the kink shame is fair though. That sounds kind of undue. I mean, what's the context? Where's the proof? Show me the receipts.
He's had ex-girlfriends come forward to say that he has gone too far with things in a non-consensual way.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a different story.
And,
gotcha.
Drawn blood and taken.
Oh, he literally eats them.
Literally eating them. We're not talking about
munches on them.
I thought you were making
he fucking KFC's their ass. No, I thought he was getting kink shame for eating.
No.
Because I was going to make the same joke, and I was like, I thought you were making a joke. I was like, you stole my joke.
I'm slow. I'm from the South. This is the education.
Hey, Jacob.
We do not support.
You shouldn't bring me to court. I am not an educator.
Well, Kay Jacob, now that you've heard this, do you defend him coming back to Hollywood, though? Does he have a chance? Do you think that you believe that he does have that chance? Or should he stay in the distance and not come back ever again?
I don't really think he's worth defending, especially if he did actual abusive things. There's receipts, and I understand there's the word allegation, but
yes.
If he actually did these things, he's not worth defending. And also, he doesn't have a career to defend. What's he gonna play? What roles are waiting for him? Other than maybe another, I think he was recently in Agatha Christie.
Army Shovel.
I don't get it.
So Kay Jacob says, do not defend him. That's one against him right now. Sorry, Armie Hammer.
And for the record, I like animals. I think that's a dope thing, but not when it's not consensual. I tried.
Lexi, do you defend Armie Hammer and his career? Does he deserve a second chance, or is he done over and he should stay locked away in Kruse jail?
He should stay locked away in Kruse jail, and they should take that asshole to play the Flash with him.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking nutter. I know that one.
I don't get it. You're a movie. You know what? There's a place at Breitbart and Daily Mail for you, bud. They can make it.
Hey, they can always get jobs at Elon Musk's factory.
Hire you. You got a name like Armie Hammer. I'm sure the right will love you. What do you want, buddy? You're not coming back. Stop it. I like these sad attempts that these people try to make all the time. It's I'll make my own movie with my buddy. I'm like, well, I'm glad you have the money for that. And me and Jacob could make a better movie. I know we could.
Yeah.
With a quarter of a bucket.
What does that say?
You just need that hammer money, that hammer time. Lexi does not defend Armie Hammer. That's 2 down already. Sorry, Armie, your chances of getting out of Kruse jail are fucking slim. Rachel, how do you feel about him? Does he have a chance? Do you defend Armie Hammer? Or do you think that Armie Hammer should be locked away, throw that key into the trash can, burn that motherfucker, and never look back?
And remember, Rachel, he actually eats women, not the way we thought.
So, I don't personally like him at all. Like, he's not my cup of tea. But there's, if we take out our personal opinions and we take out any sort of withstanding allegations, when it comes to Hollywood, you have to be good press. At the end of the day, if your name is not good press, it does not matter what you've done. True or not. And we're not talking about the court of law here. It's not about innocent until proven guilty. The court of public opinion is what matters when it comes to Hollywood and when it comes to film. There have been very credible accusations against him and his dubious nature with consent. That's a huge issue. I would not want to put my actors in a situation with him, especially in films that might need to have an intimacy coordinator. It's just what it is. If you cannot be seen as somebody who can be professional on set, if you are bad press for the film, you're not going to get jobs. And like Jacob said before, this guy didn't have a fucking career before. He was in like 3 big projects.
Thank you.
Fuck off. Yeah. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was
Rachel
talking about playing in the sandbox. I was like, what fucking sandbox was he in?
He's not some
nobody
big
defends
legacy actor. He's just some guy who did a couple shitty movies, and then people discovered that we didn't like him.
Yeah.
People suck. I remember hearing like, oh, like he's been chastised, and he's been kicked out and everything.
I didn't even know he was in Social Network.
And I was like, what do you mean?
He was the twins.
Before all this controversy happened, he wasn't even making anything. Before the controversy, he wasn't even doing anything. No. So like that's an issue that should be brought up too. Like he wasn't even acting in anything before the controversy. So that's like what's his name? That's like just name any actor that hasn't acted in like 10 fucking years, being like, I've been blacklisted and I can't work anymore because I said
Kevin Spacey
on the sleeping meds.
Amber Heard complaining about not having a career anymore.
Yeah. She didn't even have a career
before.
No.
I'll say something controversial though. I think he will come back. I think he will. And I don't think I want him to come back at all. I think what I've heard and what I've seen in the allegations that have come forward, and of course, I saw out there, yes, you're proven innocent until you're proven guilty, innocent until proven guilty. But in Hollywood, like Lexi said, like we're all been saying, it's different. People look at it different. Kevin Spacey, though, is coming back. He has his first lead role coming back starting now. He is shooting right now and he's bankrupt. So if Kevin Spacey, but he was proved innocent in the court of law. But this has been floating for Armie Hammer for a long time. I think he can still come back. If Kevin Spacey can come back, Armie Hammer can come back. But the thing is, though, the damage is done for his reputation. And I think if he does come back, he's stuck doing B-roll movies, if not C, D, E, F, working in someone's backyard for $250 an hour. Not even that, $250 for a day. So good luck to you, Armie Hammer. You might be doing contracts based on deferred payments for all I know. But I think he will act again, but I don't think he'll ever be where he was going to be if he wouldn't have done this shit.
I don't think he was going to be anywhere. He didn't. He sucked.
They gave him a chance.
You know what then? If he comes back, I can't wait to see Jonathan Majors.
Right? Wow. So I think in the law, in the court of Kruse, Armie Hammer, you're fucked. I mean, we don't defend you.